Welcome back to Chat Like a Native. Today, you're going to learn how to make your English sound, well, really natural, flowing, confident, the way native speakers actually talk.
Yeah, we're moving past that kind of careful student English sound.
Exactly. We're actually unlocking a method that tons of successful language learners use. It's about turning your favorite shows, your favorite movies, into your own personal fluency coach.
It sounds fun, but it's serious training.
Right. Stick with us for this session, and you'll walk away with a clear daily routine, one that really guarantees improvement in your rhythm and your confidence.
We really want to help you break that habit of always translating in your head first, that little pause.
Mm-hmm.
We're aiming to train your mouth, your ears to just react in English, make it muscle memory.
Okay, before we jump into the main technique today, which is called shadowing, we need to warm up our ears a bit. Let's talk about rhythm and connected speech.
Right, this is probably the biggest reason natural speech sounds so fast to learners.
It's because words aren't always pronounced separately, are they?
Not at all. They bump into each other, sounds change, sounds get dropped, especially common little words. They just kind of reduce.
Yeah, and that can really trip you up if you're listening for, say, 4 distinct words, but you're only hearing one combined sound.
That's a perfect way to describe it. Let's take a super common phrase. What do you want?
Okay, nice and slow. What do you want? 4 words.
But how does it usually sound in casual conversation? More like, what I want.
What I want. Okay, yeah. The T in what sort of blends into the D in do.
Mm-hmm. And you shrinks right down to yap. Just a quick little sound. All the energy is on want.
That ya sound, that's the schwa, right? That lazy vowel sound English speakers use all the time.
Exactly. It's efficient for us, but confusing if you're expecting a full U sound. Let's try a couple more essential ones for daily chat. First up, gotta, like in I've gotta go.
Ah, that almost always becomes gotta.
Right. Say it. Gotta.
Gotta feels much smoother than trying to say got to quickly.
It just rolls off. Okay, next one.
Oh, that's gonna definitely, I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna go. Perfect. See, practicing these isn't just about sound. It's training your mouth to be efficient, like a native speaker's mouth.
Okay, makes sense.
So let's put them together. Try repeating this, focusing on the flow. What I gonna do?
What I gonna do? Feel that quick rhythm. Don't focus on the separate words.
If you can hear that and start to copy it, you're really on the right track. That ear training for connected speech. It's the essential warm-up.
All right, so our ears are tuned up for connected speech. Now let's get into the main technique that uses this. Shadowing.
Okay, shadowing. What is it, really? At its core, it's listening to natural English, like from a show, and speaking along with it, almost at the exact same time.
Like literally talking over the person.
Pretty much. You're not waiting for them to finish. You're trying to match their pace, their rhythm, their intonation. Like your voice is their shadow.
Okay, I can already hear people thinking, isn't that super distracting? How can I even understand what's being said if I'm talking?
That's the #1 question, and it's a good one. And the answer is a bit strange. Yes, you might lose some understanding in that exact moment, but it's like a short-term cost for a massive long-term gain.
So the main goal isn't comprehension while shadowing.
Not primarily, no. Think of it as physical training. It's not just silly mimicry.
Okay, physical training. How?
Well, you're training 3 things at once. Your mouth muscles to make the sounds quickly, your ears to catch the rhythm, and crucially, your brain to think directly in English.
Ah, so by forcing yourself to keep up, you don't have time for that detour into your native language, that translation step.
Exactly. You're physically interrupting it. You're building faster pathways. It's about bypassing the translation buffer.
I like that, bypassing the buffer.
And this whole process gets a huge boost when we use things like movies or TV shows. Because of what we call the context advantage, it makes words really sticky.
Sticky, meaning easy to remember.
Yeah, easy to remember because they're linked to something. An emotion, a situation, a visual. It's not abstract.
Okay, give us an example.
All right, think about a phrase like, get out of my face. If you just see that on a vocabulary list, it's kind of flat.
Right. You might know what it means, but not really how or when to use it.
Exactly. But imagine you hear it in a really tense scene. Maybe one character feels cornered or angry, and they shout it at someone invading their space.
Okay, yeah, I can picture that.
That feeling, the anger, the need for space, the confrontation, it basically glues that phrase into your brain. You remember the feeling, the tone, the situation, it sticks.
So you learn the use of the phrase, the whole package, not just the definition. That's how you go from just recognizing words to actually using them correctly.
Precisely. It gives the language weight.
Okay, let's try a quick drill focusing on that musicality, the stress and rhythm. We'll use a phrase that shows strong support. I've got your back. You need to sound convincing here, right?
Definitely. It means I support you. I'll protect you.
So the stress needs to land on the important words to convey that certainty. Try stressing got and back like this. I've got your back.
Okay, focusing on the feeling of support. I've got your back.
Good. The rhythm feels strong. The support is clear. Now for that extra touch of naturalness, listen to how got and your link together. That tis sound at the end of got and the y sound at the start of your.
Ah, yeah. In fast speech, they kind of squish together, don't they?
They often do. It can create almost a chi sound, like gotcher.
Right, palatalization.
Yeah.
But we don't need the fancy term, just the feeling. Okay, let me try linking them more. I mean, for that I've got your back.
Yes, that gotcher, that tiny connection is what makes it sound so fluent instead of like carefully separated words. Shadowing helps train those little connections. That's where the real natural sound comes from.
Okay, so why pop culture specifically? Why not just use the audio from English textbooks? Textbooks are useful, obviously, for grammar and clear examples.
But the audio can be, well, a bit robotic sometimes. Too slow, too perfect. It doesn't sound like real people talking.
Exactly. Pop culture movies, TV shows, even some YouTube channels, that's the real thing. It's messy. You get real voices, real speed, all those connected sounds we talked about, contractions like shoulda instead of should have, sometimes even incomplete sentences.
It's like practice in the wild, not in a controlled lab.
Right. It's high-intensity training, but it feels like fun. It's disguised as entertainment.
Okay, so if we're using this powerful, maybe slightly chaotic material, we need a method, right? A structured way to handle it.
Absolutely. And that's where the subtitle strategy staircase comes in. It's designed to use subtitles as a tool to climb up, not as a crutch to lean on forever.
Because that's a common trap, isn't it? Learners just keep the subtitles on in their own language or even English and end up reading more than listening.
Mm-hmm. And if you're reading, especially in your first language, your brain stays in translation mode. We need to break that. So the staircase has steps.
Okay, step 1.
Watch with English subtitles first. Pick a short clip, really short, like 30 seconds maybe. Watch it with English subtitles on. The goal here is just understanding. What's happening? Who's talking? What's the mood? Maybe note down a key phrase or two.
So comprehension first. Link the written word to the sound.
Right. You need to know what you're about to try and copy. Then, step 2, shadow with English subtitles. Play the same clip again. This time, try to speak along with the characters while still reading the English subtitles.
Okay, so the subtitles are like training wheels here, guiding your timing and speed.
Exactly. It's a bridge. You're focusing on matching the rhythm. And then comes the most important step. Step 3, shadow without subtitles.
Turn them off completely.
Turn them off. Now your ears have to do the work. Your mouth follows the sound. You'll probably need to repeat this step several times. Don't pause the video, just keep trying to jump back in when you fall behind. Keep going until your mouth almost feels like it remembers the lines on its own.
That feels like the real leap when the memory becomes physical, not just mental.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
And just to reiterate that warning, avoid using subtitles in your first language for this. It actively works against building fluency.
Got it. So these steps fit into a daily routine.
Yeah, we recommend a simple 5-step shadowing routine. It takes maybe 15 minutes a day, focusing on just one short clip.
Okay, let's quickly list the 5 steps for clarity.
Step 1, watch for story. Just watch the clip once, get the context.
Step 2, listen and notice. Play it again, but actively listen. Where do words connect? Where's the stress? Any pauses? Be a detective.
Step 3, echo line by line. Pause after each line or short phrase. Repeat it immediately, trying to match the sound and emotion. This builds the basic muscle memory.
Step 4, shadow in real time. This is the core shadowing practice. Play the whole clip, speak with the actors, no pausing, don't worry about mistakes, just keep the rhythm.
And finally, step 5, personalize and perform. This is crucial for making the language actually useful to you.
All right, so it's not just about mimicking actors. How do we personalize?
After you've shadowed a clip and you feel comfortable with a phrase or two, you take those lines and adapt them to your own life. Change them slightly to fit your situation.
Okay, example. Let's say I shadowed a scene where someone says, I'm on it, meaning I'll take care of it.
Don't just practice saying I'm on it. Make it real for you. Maybe you think, okay, my boss asked for that email. So you practice saying, I'm on it, I'll send the email now.
Or if you learned a phrase like, you've got to be kidding me.
You could personalize it to your own frustration. You've got to be kidding me, the internet's down again. You mix the phrase with your reality. That's what makes it your language.
Let's try that personalizing right now with a really useful phrase. It's a polite way to disagree. I'm not sure I see it that way. Much softer than just saying, I disagree.
Oh yeah, much more diplomatic. Good for work, good for social situations. It keeps things smooth.
Okay, so let's practice adapting it. Here's a scenario for you. Someone in a meeting suggests a plan you think is way too complicated. How would you use the phrase?
Okay. I might say, I'm not sure I see it that way. I'm worried it might be a bit complex to implement quickly.
Nice. See how you added your reason? Okay, different scenario, more casual. Your friend says, that new cafe has the best coffee in town, but you really didn't like it.
Pause once, I could say, I'm not sure I see it that way. It wasn't really my cup of tea, actually.
Perfect. You adapted it smoothly. That ability to take the core phrase and plug it into different situations, that's the goal of personalization.
Now, shadowing is powerful, but like any technique, there are common mistakes people make, especially intermediate learners, things that can slow down progress.
Yeah, let's cover those. Pitfall number 1 I see all the time. Choosing material that's way too difficult. People try to shadow like a fast-talking lawyer drama or a fantasy epic with made-up words.
Right, and they just get frustrated and give up. The fix is really simple. Start small, like really small, 10-second clips, maybe up to 60 seconds maximum, and choose scenes with clear everyday dialogue and strong visual clues.
Visual clues are important. Super important. If you miss a word, you can often guess the meaning from what you see happening. Avoid scenes with just talking heads or complex technical stuff at first.
Okay, clear dialogue, strong visuals, keep it short. Got it.
Pitfall number 2?
This one's a bit more subtle. Confusing general listening practice with targeted speaking practice. Learners watch lots of different shows, hear lots of accents, and try to copy everyone.
And they end up sounding a bit inconsistent, like a mix of different voices.
Exactly, kind of an accent salad. The fix here is what we call the borrowed personalities trick. For your shadowing practice, choose one character whose voice you like and find clear. Maybe someone calm, confident.
So you're consciously deciding, okay, for this 15-minute practice, I'm going to try and sound like this person.
Yes, borrow their voice, their confidence, their pace, just temporarily. It gives you a consistent model, an anchor accent to practice with. You're not stuck with it forever, but it helps build consistency first. Then later you can blend styles to find your own voice.
That makes sense. It kind of gives you permission to be expressive without feeling self-conscious because you're facting a little.
Right. And pitfall number 3, maybe the most crucial one for using pop culture. Copying language that just isn't appropriate for real life. Slang, swearing, overly dramatic arguments.
Things that sound cool in a movie but would sound really weird or even offensive if you said them to your boss or in class.
Precisely. So, how do you know what's safe to actually use versus what you should just understand? We suggest 3 simple filters. You can shadow anything for the sound practice, but you filter before you use it.
Okay, filter number 1.
Would I say this to my boss or teacher? If the answer is no, then learn to recognize it, understand it, but don't put it in your active vocabulary for formal situations.
Filter number 2.
Is it insulting, rude, or just too strong? Again, understand it. You need to know when someone is being rude to you, but don't use it yourself, especially as a learner. It's easy to misjudge the impact.
And filter 3.
Is it too dramatic for normal conversation? Movie dialogue is often heightened. Big emotional declarations, really cutting sarcasm. Using that in everyday chat can make you sound, well, like you're in a soap opera. Stick to conversational language for your active use.
Those are great filters. Shadow for sound, filter for use. Okay, quick moment for everyone listening. Think about your favorite show again. Can you picture one character whose voice is clear and confident? Maybe someone you'd like to borrow for practice. Just hold that character in mind. #tag 5. Quick review of common misconceptions.
Let's just quickly nail down a few key points again, because some of this might feel a little counterintuitive. Bust some myths.
Good idea. Okay, misconception 1. Shadowing is hard. I should start with subtitles in my first language to make it easier. True or false?
That's definitely false. Or, well, counterproductive. Using your first language keeps that translation habit going strong. It feels easier maybe, but it slows down fluency. Stick to English subs first for understanding, then shadow with English subs, then shadow with no subs. Stay in English.
Okay. Misconception 2. When I shadow, I just need to copy the words accurately. True or false?
Big false. Copying only the words misses the point. You absolutely must try to copy the music, the rhythm, the speed, the stress, the emotion. That's what makes you sound natural, not just accurate.
Right, the music is key. Final one, misconception 3. To get enough practice, I need to shadow long clips, like 10 minutes at a time. True or false?
Also, false, especially when you're starting out. Short bursts are much better, 10 to 60 seconds. Why? Because you can repeat that short clip many, many times in one session. That deep repetition builds the muscle memory way better than struggling through one long clip once. Depth over breadth.
Deep repetition, that's the secret sauce. Okay, we've covered a lot. Let's quickly boil it down to the 3 absolute must-remember takeaways from today.
Takeaway number 1, shadowing is about copying the music of English. Focus on rhythm, timing, stress, emotion. It's physical training for your mouth and ears.
Takeaway 2, use that 3-step subtitle staircase. English subs first for understanding, then shadow with English subs for timing practice, then the big step, shadow with no subs to train your ears.
And takeaway 3, super important. Always personalize the lines. Take the phrases you practice and immediately adapt them to your own life, your own situations. Make the language yours.
All right, time for our 60-second challenge. We want you to take action right now. Use that mix it with life idea. Before this finishes, think of just one phrase you heard us use. Could be, I'm on it, or I'm not sure I see it that way. Maybe even, what I gonna do?
And find a way to use it out loud today. Say it to yourself while you're walking. Type it in a message to a friend who speaks English. Record a quick voice note. Just use it in a real personal context.
That tiny action starts turning practice into real lived-in English. It's about owning it. #tag7 close infuser.
So that's our look at shadowing with pop culture. Go find a really short clip from something you actually enjoy watching. That enjoyment makes the practice so much easier.
Yeah, have fun with it. And remember, focus on the flow, the music. Don't obsess over getting every single word perfect, especially at first. You'll be amazed how quickly your mouth starts to catch on.
Thanks for joining us on Chat Like a Native. Next time, we're going to explore something really interesting. How understanding different global English accents can actually make you a better, more flexible listener without needing to change your own accent.
Sounds fascinating. Until then, happy shadowing.